Hello. Hi, James. Good evening and welcome to the question which you want to ask. So, is this the question that you are asking? Over the last 3 evenings, Maya received a total of 78 phone calls.
Yes,
Okay. Am I audible to you clearly?
yes.
Okay, James. So please tell me that do you want the uh, do you want to understand concept of this solving this question, or shall I tell you the solution only?
Tell me the solution on me, please. Thank you.
Okay. So the question is, over the last 3 evenings, we have Maya received a total of 78. So the number is Maya received a total of 78 phone calls at the call center. The second meeting, she received six fewer calls than the first meeting. The third evening, she received two times as many calls as the first evening. How many phone calls did she receive each evening? So, in such type of questions, we read the given conditions properly and try to make an equation out of it. And once we get uh, different equations, we either compare them or we solve for one value. We can solve this, so we will get the other values. So we know that the total number of phone calls are 76. Total number of calls is 76. Right? We can assume that let the number of call for the first evening. Let the number of calls for the first evening is x. Let the number of calls for the first evening is x. Then, according to the condition in the question, the number of calls for the second evening will be she received six fewer calls, so the number of calls will be six less than the total number of calls on the first day. So we can write it that it is x minus 7. Did you get this part? Why it is x minus 7?
Yes,
Okay. Similarly, for the third evening, it is given that um, she received two times as many calls as the first evening. So first evening is x, then the third evening will be two times of as many calls as x. Now we know the total number of calls, so we can use all the 3 evenings value, which is x plus x minus 7 plus 2x, and it is given equal to total number of calls are um, so total number of calls are given as 78 or 76. Is it 78? How much the total number of calls is? It's 78, right? Can you please confirm that if it is 78, have I written it correctly?
let me check it. Give me a second,
Okay,
please.
sure. So Maya received a total of 78 phone calls. That is 78, right?
Yeah, I'm checking it right now. Please give me a second while I'm following along.
Okay, please take your time.
Mm, Let me see. Yes, it is 78.
Okay, and the second evening she has received six fewer calls, right? That is
Yes,
six.
yes, that is 6.
So we will subtract 6 from the total number of calls for the first evening. So instead of 7, we need to write 6 there. Now we can solve it just like we do the normal linear equations solving. So this is of, we can add these two x's together and one 2x with that. So how much will be the value after adding all the x's? 1x plus 1x will be 2x, and 2x plus 2x will be 4x. So we have 4x minus 6 equals to 78. Now using the addition property of equality, we can add a common number 6 to cancel it out from one of the end, and we get 4x equals to 78 plus 6 is 84. Now we can divide it. So we have to eliminate all the other numbers along with x, so that we can have the value x on the one hand side and the variable on the other. So 4 divided by 4 will be 1, and we will have only x left. That's what the number of calls made by Maya in the first evening. X is that value. And 84 divided by 4 is 21. So number of calls for the first evening is 21. Number of calls for the second evening is x minus 6. So it will be 21 minus 6. So 21 minus 6 is equal to how much? It is given as x minus 6. So we need to do it 21 minus 6. Are you getting it?
Yes.
Okay. And the last one will be for the third evening, it was 2x. So its value is going to be 2 times of 21. And 2 times of 21 is 42. Now to check that if we have done correct or not, we can add 21, 15 and 42, and it will give us the total number of 78. It means that we have the calls on the 3 different evening. We have calculated it correctly. So this is just for your understanding. The answer is mainly 21 in the first box, 15 in the second box, and 42 in the third box. Did you understand
Yes,
the steps and the solution completely?
I understand everything. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome, James. Is there any other question that I can help you with?
Yes, I have another question. I have another question.
Mhm. Please share it.
I said, did you get it?
Not yet. Yes, I have received it now.
No.
So the next question is Mary, Greg, and Shen sent a total of 120 text messages during the weekend. Greg sent 3 times as many messages as um, and Shen it is. And Mary sent 5 fewer messages than Shen. How many messages did they each send? So this is a similar question like the previous one. Shall I explain the method of doing it, or do you want the solution with this question also?
Yes, it's the same. The solution.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. So Greg sent 3 times as many messages as Shen, and Mary sent 5 fewer messages than Shen. So we don't know anything about Shen, that how many messages he sent. So we can assume that let the number of messages sent by Shen is X. Let the number of messages sent by Shen is X. Then we have the other statements in relation to the number of messages that Shen sent. So we have um, Greg sent 3 times as many messages than Shen. So messages sent by Greg. will be 3 times of the message sent by sent. So it is going to be 3x. And Mary has sent 5 fewer messages than Shen. So messages sent by messages sent by Mary is 5 fewer than the messages sent by Shen. So it is going to be x minus 5. 5 less than what Shen has sent. Now the total number of messages are 120. We can add all of their numbers, which is x plus 3x plus x minus 5 equals to total number of messages. We can solve all the like terms together. X plus 3x plus x is how much?
Say that again, please.
So x plus 3x plus x is?
So that would be 3, 4, like six x's.
Very good. Yeah, very good. So it will be 6x minus 5 equals to 120. Then we can add 5 to both the sides so that we can cancel 5 from the side which have the x value. And then we will have it as 6x equals 120. Then we need to divide both the sides with 6 so that we can eliminate 6 from the left hand side and we have the variable x left with us only. So 6 divided by 6 will give us 1. So it
One.
will be x, and 120 divided by 6 is 20. So for Shen, the number of messages are 20. So Shen has sent 20 messages. This is the answer. And the others, like the number of text messages Greg sent. So Greg has sent, since it was written as the equation we wrote, the expression we wrote as 3 times of Shen messages, it means that 3 times of 60. So Greg has sent 3x, it means 3 times of 60, sorry, 3 times of 20 in fact, and that value is equal to 60. So 3 times of 20, that is equal to 60 messages. And the last person, Maya, has sent 5 fewer messages than Shen, which means it is x minus 5. So x minus 5 is 20 minus 5, which is 15 messages. So these are the 3 answers or the solution part which you can fill in the each and every row given. And if you add all of this, 20 messages, 20 plus 60 is 80, and 80 plus 15 is equal to, so 95. Okay, so I think that should give us the value equal to 120. Let me check it. Where we might have done a wrong calculation. So it is x. This is 3 times of x, and Mary has x minus 5. So x plus 3x plus x. Okay, there is a little calculation error. It is going to be 5x because 1x, 2x, and 2 plus 3 becomes 5x. So it will not be a 6x but 5x. And here we need to change it to 5x as well. So if we will divide it with 5, now we need to divide both the sides with 5. So that will be equal to 120 divided by 5 is equal to 24. So instead of 20, the answer to the messages that Shen has sent is 24. Did you get it? Where
Yes.
there was a little calculation error?
Yes, I told you that.
Yes,
I
because
told you that.
yes, that was 5. Well, Thank you for that. I wasn't able to hear you that time, but it's good that you have
It's
corrected it
okay.
now.
Everyone make mistake. It's okay.
Okay, well, thank you for making it a little better. So 3 times 24 is going to be 72. And in the last part, instead of 20, we need to subtract 5 from 24. So 24 minus 5 will give us the value of 19. Now, if we add all those numbers, 24 plus 72 plus 19, we are going to get 115. So 100, 9, okay, we are still getting 115, but the total number are 120 text messages.
So we still missing something.
Okay, so it's, yeah, there is, something that is missing from here. So Greg has sent 3 times as many messages as Shen. That is 3 times of 24, which is 72 messages. Okay, we have subtracted 5. Okay, since we have changed a 5 here, we need to make it 125 because we added 5 also to the
Yes.
right hand side. So instead of
Yes,
120,
yeah, because when you take 120 plus 5, that's 125.
yes, and instead of 24, it would be 25. One greater than that. Okay, so it is now going to be 25, and this is Shen has 25 messages saved, and this will change all the other answers as well. So 25 times 3 is 75. 25 times 3 is 75, and 25 minus 5 is equal to 20. So now this is correct. So 25 minus 5 is equal to 20. If we add all these numbers now, we will get 120, which tells us
Yes.
that we have solved it correctly. So
Yes.
these three values are absolutely correct now. It's the 100% confirmation I am giving you. There is no change in the answer from now on. So 25 plus 75 is 100, and 100 plus 20 is 120. Sorry for taking a little bit extra time with this question.
Yeah, it's okay. It's
I
okay.
hope you understand it.
Yeah. But the thing is, I have
Mhm.
once the same similar with it. When I tried to do it on my own, it gave
Mhm.
me another solution, and I would like for you to give me another explanation. If I can I share it with you?
Yes, absolutely. You can ask as many number of questions you want to ask.
Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. So, did you receive it?
Not yet, uh,
No.
but I'm looking. Yes, I got it now.
So yeah, when I try to do it on my own, it give me another solution.
Okay, let's try it out. So the names are really very blurred. Can you confirm me the three names given? It's Jane,
Jane,
mhm,
Jane, Miguel, and
Miguel,
Trey. Yes.
and Trey. They have a total of $70 in the
Yes.
wallets. And Trey has 2 times what Miguel has. Jane
And
has $10 less than Miguel. How much does each have?
yes.
So we can assume in this case, let the Miguel has. What is the spelling of the Miguel? Is it Meiguel? Okay.
Yes. Mguel.
Okay, only Mguel. So let's say the Miguel has X dollars in their brackets. So according to this, we can think of that Trey has 2 times what Miguel has. So Trey has 2 times of X dollars. And the third person who is Jane is having $10 less than the Miguel. So Jane has $10 less, which means she has X minus $10. Now the total amount that they have in their wallets are equal to 70 degrees. So the money that Miguel has is X, money that Trey has is 2X, and money that Jane has is X minus 10. And their total money becomes equal to $70. So what is X plus 2X plus X? It will be equal to 4X, and minus 10 equals to 170. Now we can add 10 to both the sides. Adding 10 to both the sides will cancel out 10 from the left hand side, and we will have 4x equals to 80. So when we will divide both the sides with 4, 4 divided by 4 is 1. So we'll have x on the left hand side, and 80 divided by 4 is 20. So the amount that Miguel has is $20. Miguel has $20, and Trey has 2 times of what Miguel has. So it's 2 times of 20. So Trey has 2x dollars,
That's
which
60.
means 2 times of 20.
That's
So it is
40.
$40. Very good, James. And the last person, whose name is Jane. So Jane has X minus $10. So X minus $10 means 20 minus 10, which is equal to uh, where it is 20
That's
here.
10.
Okay,
10.
that's right. That's 10. So in total, if we add them all, we will get 20 plus 40 as 60, and 60 plus 10 as 70. It means that they have altogether $70, and we have solved it correctly for each one of them. Okay.
Yes.
So is everything with all those questions were completely clear to you? Each and every step and the answers?
Yes, or everything. I got everything perfectly fine. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, James.
Yes.
Please rate the session as per your experience,
Yeah,
and you can mark me as your favorite tutor if you want to connect back with any other question.
yeah, you deserve it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and have a great evening ahead.
You too as well. Bye bye.